Eileo, guys, and welcome back. So today we have the newest addition to Chronicle. We have Irene here. She's an offensive tanker in the warrior class, and she is the 33rd character that I will be covering. But let's go ahead and check her out. Her basic attack scales purely off her physical attack, and then her skill attack scales from her attack, and then her defense. And let's check out her little costumes real quick. That one's amazing. Her model was fine. I'm just not really a big fan of the eyes. Like, they're a little bit too cartoony, while her body is a little bit more realistic. So it's kind of frightening in a way. Unfortunately, I didn't even know you could do that, but it's kind of frightening in a way. So that face, I'm not a fan of that face, man. But at least she looks good in the pictures, but in the 3D model just doesn't do her justice. Let's take a look at her exclusive weapon though. So for her exclusive weapon, honor, it boosts her magic attack, so she is a magical based tank, and it boosts her magic attack. Max stacks are 7 times, so what, it boosts her magic attack by 14%, and then also her defense by 14% for 10 seconds, but with a 0.5 second cooldown. Essentially that just stays on forever. And it looks like she gets some bonus ult damage from her exclusive weapon as well. So you're going to want to build her with a more magic based set, I'm assuming, which is what we got here, the Abyssal Watch and the Abyssal Maharaga. And then let's take a look at her skills. So for her ultimate, Merciless Storm spins the glaive to destroy the surroundings. After spinning, tap the skill button again to strike forward. Step 1 lasts for 2 seconds, damaging enemies 6 times. It cancels hiding if they are hiding, so I'm assuming maybe someone like Lily, if they're hiding, it reveals them. If they're marked, they take an additional 10% damage of all of those hits. And then it creates a barrier, and it raises her tenacity by 15 points. And then a barrier comes up for 20% of her max HP for 5 seconds. And then the second hit does more damage, which I think is equivalent to the first hit. Again, it cancels hiding, and again, if the enemy's marked, it gives you 190 damage at level 1. I'm assuming this obviously scales, so it's going to be pretty, it should be pretty strong, I think. Well, I feel. Her second move, Galloping Gale, throws the glaive and attacks a selected area. It just damages the enemy and marks them for 5 seconds. So you essentially have 5 seconds to start bursting them down, or just throwing out all her moves to get as much damage out of marking them as possible. It also knocks them airborne, and it silences them for 2 seconds. And then her third move, Wind Breeze, leverages the spear to kick the target in front. Use the skill again to swing the glaive to attack surrounding enemies. So maybe it has like an AoE effect. This one just does damage. And then her first passive, Inner Beast, it raises her magic attack and tenacity. Southern Passion raises her defense, her both her magical and her physical defense, and then it also raises her defense towards skill damage. So they're trying to, give her some tankiness, but not too much. And then the last one is the traditional, just raising HP and critical resist, which could be very, very helpful, just preventing her from getting crit on. Let's take a look at her traits though. Wait, for the awakening skill, her second passive, upon attacking enemies, she gets lifesteal for 20%. That's actually quite interesting. Max recovery per proc, max HP times 15%, and then cooldown every 5 seconds. So does she have like some hidden self-sustain here? I'm really curious about that. I didn't figure she would have a passive like that where she can essentially heal herself. Holy crap. But anyways, moving on, her trait for Irene, Friendship. Upon attacking enemies, she gets a boost into her magic attack by 15% for 5 seconds, and it has an 18-second cooldown. Not a very good trait. I don't feel like that magic attack is enough to warrant pretty much a 13-second cooldown on it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really agree with that, but oh well. Then her second one is Irene Fury. Upon attacking enemy, once she accumulates 100 Fury, so 5 hits, her defense, and then her speed goes up by a decent chunk, which this one's actually not that bad. With 12-second cooldown, and it lasts for 8 seconds. So you're essentially looking at 4 or 5 seconds, maybe 6 depending on how many hits she's getting out. But this one's definitely not bad at all, and it's nice that with the recent update that maxing out traits, you're gonna run out of tokens before you run out of money, which is great. It is great. But let's go ahead and see her in combat, if I can get to her. So mine is not built up at all, so of course we got to go to the weakest joint your boy can go to, so baby girl doesn't die too soon. But let's check her out. Alright, this is her ult. And then it has a follow-up, so she does looks like a spin. Can I move during that? We're gonna have to check again, but it looks like a spin. And then she does like a straight line AoE, very, very similar to Dean's ult, but without the hits in the beginning. So, okay, so that one, she can charge forward with that one, and then you would charge into the crowd and kind of just hit them up, I'm assuming. Let's see that ult again, though. Yep, so you hit him with the AoE, and then you hit him with that straight line, and then this move, you dash in, hit him with that, slam that down to mark them, and then bust out her ult. I'm assuming that's the way you do it. Let's take a look at a regular attack. Close range, obviously. She doesn't look too bad on the field, but okay, dash in, hit him with that, bust that down, and it's pretty cool that you can move during her ult. That does seem like it might have some utility. But go in, slam them down, and that's pretty much Irene. So charge in, hit him with the spin for her third move, hit him with the second move to mark them. Make sure you mark them before you pop your ult, if your ult is able to be popped, and then pop your ult for maximum damage. And it's nice that her ult does have some movement in them, so this could be very, very helpful in PvP, hopefully, if they fix Colossus, because they did kind of dumb it down a little bit too dumb in my opinion. But that's it for Irene. Please leave a comment below what your guys' opinion is on her. Are you looking forward to using her? Do you have no interest? Is she just another waifu that you're going to collect? And if you're going to build her, please let us know in the comments below, you know, what you plan to use her on. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.